morning to those of y'all where it's morning at. We're gonna start up a little bit. I've been sick, so that's why you guys haven't seen me on. A lot of your streams. I haven't been in your streams. I haven't been streaming. I've been sick, and then I had that whole debacle with my internet situation. Um, so to get myself a get better gift, I went and got one of the most rare items in the whole game. And this is something that I like that Big Sonic has been doing lately. They've been going back and revisiting older content that is already created, and they're going back and selling it again. And instead of trying to push the latest meta on us, and then changing the meta immediately after. You know, all the years I've been playing, this game, there was a time where there was, you know, limited content, and we were begging for new content. And then once we start to get a nice profile of content up, we asked Pixonic to stop releasing new stuff back to back to back to back to back, and they agreed. And that lasted for about 8 months. And then after that, it went right back to the same old program of them shoving new content, and people haven't had a chance to even get old content. Like a lot of times when I run up on people with this thing, they don't even know what it is because they haven't seen it, because Pixonic is pushing the latest content um, as soon as these people join the game. And I do understand that, but you've got people that have been playing for years that haven't even had stuff like this. So, to have even though I had a normal Cerberus that I built myself, but to have the Stellar, there's very few items that do have the Stellar, but the Stellar paint job is the stars and stuff in the background, and they do swirl and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool looking. No, I don't have Stellar Wasp. I haven't been fortunate enough to get them. That's once again the point I'm getting at. I do not have that older content, even though I was around when it was created. Um, and people would still pay for this stuff. And hopefully they realize that, because they did it with this. They did it with the Arachnid Invader. Um, and I hope they continue doing that um, so far, because people will buy this stuff if they put that content forward. So far, we will see. So speaking of the Arachnid Invader, you have people like me who are collectors, at Crimson, the Warrior, the Corrupted. Um, Even though I have my standard Ravana in now, it was a while since I gathered the special paint. Um, I'm running, and you see that's in an active hanger, the Inquisitor. You know, so it's not, you know, um, something that people aren't interested in. Um, it's just that Pixonic doesn't offer this stuff like that. Um, I happen to make a point of, seriously, I seriously happen to be making a point of, the Spectre has been in the crates for months. And this is not like I'm an occasional player. I play all the time, right? Um, Especially because I'm a farmer, so I work several times a day, from before the time the sun comes up to after the sun goes down. But in between those times, if I'm not taking a nap, I like banging out some games. But when you see the trivial amount of Spectre components that you get, um, it's crazy. It takes 10,000, 10,000. It takes 10,000 parts to build something like this, and they're giving out a maximum of 240 parts. You know, and it's not like this is the latest and the greatest or some game breaking content or something. Maximum 350 parts. But look right here. You got premium content right here. Here's what I said. Their whole model is backwards. You know, they should be releasing less Magnetar um, and more Spectre because it's lower tier, it's cheaper to upgrade. Everything else, it's a bot. Here they're offering 1100 parts max, and then this shouldn't even be tier 4 no more. So the rewards should be even greater for hell, um, and this tier should be lowered. Um, they're releasing mass stuff of the upper end stuff, and you expect people to buy it, and you're releasing low end of this end stuff, and you know nobody's gonna buy it anyway. So that's why you don't see Spectres around. You'd see more if the Pixonic would give it out more. Nobody's gonna pay a bunch of money for something that you know is lowered down. Like right now, nobody's gonna buy a hell. What they're getting, they'll get a hell because they collect enough parts. Because look how many parts they're giving out. Which I'm not complaining about the amount of hell components. I'm complaining about something as trivial as a Spectre. 550 parts maximal. Now, let's get up to the champ boxes. Why don't we? I'm not even going to get into the Legend League box. Well, yeah. They don't, I forgot they don't do that anymore. 1,700 parts maximum. This is at the top of your league. But something way better and greater, which people would still buy, even though it was nerfed. The Orochi is still good. You know what I mean? And people would still buy Orochi. But guess what? They don't have to because you're giving out 4,500 parts. It should be the other way around. You should be giving out 4,500 Spectre and 1,700 Orochi. That way you would motivate somebody to grind. Um, Nobody's motivated. This is not a grind. If you hit this chest like 3 or 4 times, you're gonna have an Orochi for free. You know, but you've hit that 3 or 4 times, you will not even get a lower tier bot. And that's why there's lack of diversity in the game. Not just the power creep. It's the way that Pixonic is distributing this stuff that makes it more lopsided. If the hell wasn't nerfed so bad, you'd see hell everywhere. You want to know why? There's a half a hell right there you can get in a box. You hit this box twice, you got 2 hell, and no, 4 times you got 2 hell and 2 Magnetar. You could lock down and free somebody so quick. Boom. And you didn't pay for it. Then Pixonic's like, oh, well, we have to push something else because nobody's buying this stuff. Nobody's buying it because you're pushing way much of the same content. Too much. But stuff like the Spectre, you're not pushing it at all. You know, you'd see more Spectre if people had them. Or somebody, even if they didn't want them, they could sell that off for silver. They still can't sell this bot off for silver or nothing because they're not making enough parts. Point blank period. And it's like the show and let the people know. Hey guys, thanks for showing up abandoned. Hamid, I appreciate the likes and you guys coming out and supporting my channel. My internet still is not 100%, so I'm not gonna be doing any play in the stream. I just came to hop on for a couple minutes and have a little bit of discussion about the status of certain things in the game, and that's all. I don't see myself trying to stream any play. It's too jumpy with the network that I have right now. And like I said, this is one of my main live hangers, and yes, I do have a level 4 Inquisitor. And even though I just bought this Stellar Cerberus, I want to let people know I didn't just, oh, I bought this, now I want to put it in my hanger and try it out. No, I was already playing Cerberus in my active hanger at level 4. And I will show you why I just removed it and put my spare pilot on it, because I had a spare pilot before I had a Madeira Nero, and all I did was switch everything off of this other Cerberus that was in my active hanger that I was using. There it is right there, it's level 5. And I took everything that you see on the Stellar right now off of here from my active hanger, and then put my spare pilot on it. That's it. For when I need to do like certain tasks or whatever, or I'm not using poison weapons, I will use this spare backup now. So that's what I was saying. That was a real good deal on the Arachnid Invader. I've been putting my levels on it or whatever. Right now I have my Raphael Petit on there. Been running flames on it, but I do have a Manny trained for it as well when I run different setup on it. And I did yank. I actually only have one behemoth, but I actually have 3 pilots and 3 setups for it right now. I'm running my Manny puncher setup. The other setup I have for it is Basil Lapate with Flux and Prisma, and the other one I have is Peregrine with the incinerators build. So I can only be installed. I only have one. I run different sets. Like I said, I've got not around. I haven't counted in a long time. I've got around 90 bots with 0 duplicates in there. So being as though, like I said, even though you saw 2 Cerberuses, one's a special edition. That's why I say I have no duplicates. I don't count limited editions of things as duplicates. That's why I like to see limited editions of all kinds of bots. Instead of them, I'd love to see a limited edition Wayland and Mender. We just don't have them. Even a limited edition Inquisitor or whatever. So yes, I have several Fafners because there are limited editions, and the same with my Ravana. I have another one because I have the limited edition. But as far as the standard bot, I only have one, and things like that nature. As far as the Fenrir, I have 2 because I have 2 limited editions. I've never had the regular one. And as far as like my Titans, I do have the limited edition Titans, but I don't have all Titans because the ones that I have the limited editions of are because I won the limited editions. I've never had the standard version. And so I have this Medge and the Scavenger and the Baihu because I've never had the regular version. So that just shows you before that I was running Nodens, Alming, Kid, and Arthur just because that's what I had. So I've won limited editions. Now, if I want a regular edition after I've had limited editions, I sold them because I've already got the limited edition. I'm not investing any more platinum into them. It's no use. Now, it's not the same thing when you come to robots because you use more robots. Even with my 3 hangars, there's always 15 active bots when at the same time there's only 3 active Titans. So it doesn't make sense to keep your standard version after you get the limited edition unless you've already leveled it. And then even then, because it's a Titan and you can only deploy one, it's best for you to sell it for the silver so that you can use it for upgrades for your other things. So like I said, even though I have the standard edition Cerberus, I can still use my other Cerberus in another hangar, because that's another thing I don't believe in either, stacking multiple setups in the same hangar. So even if I was to put my other Cerberus in this same hangar for some kind of task or something, its build would be totally different. I don't copy my builds like Pixonic is doing this things. It makes it easier for you to like just make the same build. It'll be 3 of the same build here and 2 of the same build here. That's what people are running. They'll run the same exact build. When the bendies were so prevalent, people would run 4 bendy bots. Like you see here, every single setup I have here is very unique in this hanger, and that's not just something that I repeat across one hanger. I do this because I need to have diversity, because I can't just powerhouse my way through stuff without MK3 stuff. So I call them MK3 dummies. I do that to guys all the time. They try to powerhouse their way through stuff with their MK3 gear. And once you start running into people with skill, it does not work, because they have the same MK3 gear as you, but they have learned to play. So as you can see here, every last setup is unique, um, depending on what kind of job that I need to do. And so that's all I had to say. Just doing a little bit of discussion on war robots today. Like I said, I will not be playing any matches or anything of that nature because of the dropped frames and things. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I am reconnected to the internet, but I don't have my best internet connections fixed yet. And that I've just been feeling a little sick and under weather, but I'm still around. And like I said, I thank everybody that comes out, shows support during the live stream or leaving a like after the live stream. And everybody take care. I do show up. I think I went to Hamid. I think he streamed twice yesterday, because I was in at least one of them where I sat there most of the stream and did not even comment. But I did leave a comment right before I left to take a nap. So I believe both Abandon and Hamid do have their own channels. So guys, please stop by, check out their channels, leave a like for them, subscribe if that's your flavor, and everybody have a blessed day. Love, peace, and happiness.